What's up, everybody? So we made about 6 miles today. We would have made more. I've actually been stopped for a little while because I found one of the coolest things I've seen so far. Kind of one of those things I was hoping I would come across. So if the picture's good, I hope it is. I'll show everybody around. I'm gonna keep the anticipation building though, so we get a few more people on here. It's going to be a loud night. Can you guys hear that in the background? Yeah, this is going to be a loud night. All right, so we'll go back down here a little ways. There's Copper doing his copper thing. So we were coming, it's like really narrow valley. And so we only walked about 6 miles. I was planning on doing a little bit further. But all of a sudden, this little narrow canyon and this little creek that, not even, it's more like just a branch, like 8 or 9 inches wide. So, I didn't think anything of it. Oh, almost there. Okay. So, here's where I'm walking up. Right? And there's that little bitty tiny little branch down there. So I'm walking up that. And all of a sudden, from down here, I see this. I'm like, what in the world? So, I'm thinking maybe it was a control flooding. Looks built, 20s, 30s ish, when the trail would have been, established. It was established earlier, but when it started. But anyway, so this is what this opens up into. I was like, holy crap. And so we're walking around, and to get to this little lake, you pretty much would have to walk like 5 or 6 miles in each, like either direction, north or south. It's not easy to get here. So we came around the corner, and it was about an hour ago, and the sun was, you could see the sun line halfway through the lake, and you could see like 12-inch rainbows, sunfish. I mean, I thought I saw a brown trout. So of course, instantly, luckily Copper was tired. And so we busted out. Oh, he's awake. He didn't know where I went. Busted out the fishing rods and started trying to catch them. Oh yeah, big bullfrogs. These suckers are huge. So now the problem's been that I want to make our camp, which is just around the corner, before I unpack my bag, and the box of rooster tails is down in the bottom. Now I tried fly fishing a little bit too, but I can't get out real far. But a limited little box here of stuff. So what makes this so cool? I started throwing, like, they weren't chasing anything I threw out. And one of the reasons I decided to do the live, I haven't seen the fish rising yet. So should be getting real close to that time. Oh, there was one. The fish are going to start to rise and eat the bugs. And I went through a few of my different flies, but they didn't want any of them. So now I've got to watch the water and see what these guys are eating, so I can see if I have a fly that looks like it. So this is a micro, sorry, I lost my train of thought there. I thought I saw a fish. This is what you would call like a micro environment. You know, it's its own little micro ecosystem, pretty much like a terrarium. Obviously someone had to introduce the original fish, because the little stream really isn't but just a couple inches, through, maybe 6 or 7. Oh, somebody else did find it. So there are some other people coming down here to fish. I don't blame them, but you can tell by the size of the fish that they don't fish it much. That's cool. I can see what these guys use. Hush, copper. So now I hope I don't lose y'all. If I lose you, I'll come right back. So I walked by the lake here, and oh, I see him in the corner. I was down too low. I see you, fishies. Big trout. Huh. And so he came around the corner here, and it seemed like it was fate, because there's a little camping spot. Complete with a little spring for water and a fire pit. Now if I can get Copper to stop barking. Now I won't say anything because I'm not that kind of person, but we are in Pisgah National Forest. I'm pretty sure all this trout water is considered trout water. I think it's all artificial bait. So I'm not going to dig up any worms and cheat. I thought I heard a quad or something like that. I think you can get here through some of the Forest Service roads. How you doing? I was surprised to see a lake like this. Yeah, it looks like it. Definitely some good sized fish in there. I'm pretty sure I saw a rainbow. About 10, 12 inches long, a couple of them.
I know there's bass and stuff there. I used to fish it when I was a kid. My parents.
There's a bunch of crappie in here too. There was on this side. Oh yeah, I see. I guess that one does look like it's a. Oh, sorry, that's a turtle. Turtle. Well, we'll see if he bass. Maybe it was bass. I don't know. There's some big fish. I'll eat me a bass. I don't know. I'm gonna wait and see if they catch anything, then ask them. This being a little lake, though, it may not, since it's not a heritage trout stream, it's not a trout stream at all, you can actually use live worms. I want to look it up. But you can see it's just crazy little spot here. Yeah, don't let Copper see it. Copper has become very amused with catching squirrels, or trying to play with squirrels. I guess we'll probably go set our camp up here in just a minute. Copper's getting hungry. I hear him whining. We ended up doing about 6 miles today, so wasn't too bad at all. Apparently this one isn't as remote as I thought. Oops. Isn't as remote as I thought. But I still don't think you reach it with just a car, and there's not a road marked to it. All right, there we go. Just wanted to get all my stuff wrapped up here, and then we'll grab our stuff and go start setting up our camp. They see fish too, but they haven't gotten any bites either. Thinking with this being just this really cool little micro ecosystem, it's pretty much going to have to be whatever they're eating. Oh yeah, the weather's been great. Sorry. I still haven't seen them rise to hit anything yet, which is odd. Well, there's not many insects out, which is odd as well. I'm not going to complain about there not being many insects though. Our homemade cedar wood bug stuff worked pretty good. Hey, what's up, Robert? Yeah, I haven't had any luck yet. I'm waiting to try to see what's rising so I can match the fly. But they didn't want any spinners. They didn't want the little plastic stuff I had. My rooster tails are buried all the way down in the bottom of my bag. So we may or may not make as much distance as I was thinking tomorrow, which is good. We got an extra day. Because we might hunker down here with that cool camping spot right around the corner and spend a few hours in the morning. Oh yeah. Oh, and that is a big bass. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, I don't have any poppers. And there's not a store close. But I got terrestrials. I just got to figure out which one they want. I didn't bring many poppers because I didn't think that there'd be a lake. But it's definitely pretty. Definitely pretty. These people over here think I'm crazy. Yeah, see, I only have one little bag. If I had a topwater spinner, I'd be set. I'm surprised there haven't been any bugs falling. Normally this time of day, you'd see the fish coming up and sipping bugs off the top of the water. Well, I am. I fished for about an hour, but I hadn't even had a hit. So I gotta figure out what they're hitting on there. Oh, I think I saw one break water. Hey, Robert, I don't think you were on earlier when I showed the bottom part of this. You know, I tried a woolly booger. They didn't seem interested. And for anyone that's just joining us, I was walking up this canyon right here on the trail, and when I came up and came around the corner, there was this like 50-foot tall, 60-foot tall dam from, I'm guessing, the 20s or the 30s, because that's so narrow. I'm wondering if, you know, it flooded out with people on the trail at the time. And when we got up to the top, here was a little lake with fish. So we instantly got the rod out and we started fishing. And I don't know. I'm gonna try and look it up. By going to a government website, it will be. I'm sure I don't have enough service for that out here. And I don't think, or TVA, this is TVA land. And I don't think that I can use live bait back here because we're in Pisgah National Forest. So I don't think live bait is allowed. I'm pretty sure it's artificial bait only, from what I could gather looking at the regulations. But there wasn't anything specific about this lake. And all it says is you can fish everything in Pisgah National Forest unless it is posted no fishing or fly fishing only. No, they haven't hit anything yet either. Go see if my little gold spinner work. If it's bass, it should. Do some more live fishing here. Okay, there we go. That was my fault. I timed out. Not yet. They still don't seem too awful interested. I got that tree fish again. See, I can catch up on the comments there. At least like something to hit. Just hit. Hey, when I started fishing yesterday with the live, when I actually caught something, so maybe it will hold true this time as well. And this little lake is surprisingly deep too. I guess nobody commented. Well, famous last words. One more cast. Come on, baby. Oh well. That was boring for you guys, I'm sure. Well, no dice. All right. Well, you guys had any nibbles yet? Why y'all use them? Yeah, I don't have none of those. Might have to dig some up. All right, guys. So you guys still there? I haven't seen any messages in a minute. Somebody type in a message and let me know. For some reason, messages stopped coming through. No? All right, everybody. Well, apparently it went dead on this end. So I'll try and come back here in a little while and pick back up. And if not, I'll be around tomorrow morning, more than likely here. And we'll just do our morning, live here. Hopefully fishing will be a little bit better. Maybe we can catch something to eat.